I was wrong to judge you before understanding your silence. It was your way of protecting yourself, not pushing me away. I was wrong to judge you by your reactions, not realizing they were built from wounds no one took time to heal. I was wrong to think you didn't care. Now I see you were just afraid to lose something real again. I was wrong to label your distance as coldness when all you wanted was someone patient enough to stay. I was wrong to believe rumors about you. The truth is, no one knows how much pain hides behind your calm. I was wrong to judge your choices. Now I understand they came from survival, not selfishness. I was wrong to think you were heartless. You were just tired of proving your softness to people who broke it. I was wrong to expect perfection when you were just learning how to love yourself again. I was wrong to assume your silence was guilt. It was grief, the kind no words could ever describe. I was wrong to think you moved on easily. Your eyes told me you were still bleeding quietly. I was wrong to think I knew your story from the outside. I never realized how many battles you fought alone. I was wrong to mistake your strength for arrogance. Now I see it was courage disguised as distance. I was wrong to think you didn't feel deeply. You just learned to hide your feelings to survive. I was wrong to believe you were detached. Your heart was just too loyal to risk another heartbreak. I was wrong to misread your anger. It was pain trying desperately to find a voice. I was wrong to call you cold. Now I know you were just protecting the warmth no one appreciated. I was wrong to think you didn't want me. You were trying to save me from the chaos inside you. I was wrong to see your walls as rejection. They were shields built from years of betrayal. I was wrong to assume I understood your past. Your scars tell stories I never took time to listen to. I was wrong to demand answers. You owed me nothing while I misunderstood everything. I was wrong to see your independence as pride. It was survival learned through abandonment. I was wrong to think you didn't value me. You just didn't know how to show love without fear. I was wrong to think I was the victim. Now I see how my impatience wounded you deeper. I was wrong to confuse your peace for indifference. You were simply done explaining your pain. I was wrong to rush your healing. I never realized how long it takes to rebuild after betrayal. I was wrong to believe you didn't care when all you did was hide your care behind quiet actions. I was wrong to think your silence was avoidance. It was your soul catching its breath. I was wrong to see your absence as apathy. It was the only way you could protect both of us. I was wrong to think I deserved your honesty before earning your trust. I was wrong to think your detachment was punishment. It was protection from another heartbreak. I was wrong to expect you to heal the way I do. Pain doesn't follow a single pattern. I was wrong to judge your boundaries as distance. They were the only way you knew how to feel safe. I was wrong to think your past didn't matter. It shaped every reason you loved the way you did. I was wrong to call you unpredictable. You were just fighting a war between heart and logic. I was wrong to assume you were fine. Your eyes always carried storms I never dared to see. I was wrong to think you didn't fight for us. You just fought in silence while I only noticed noise. I was wrong to mistake your quiet for weakness. You were mastering peace in a world that thrives on chaos. I was wrong to think you let go too easily. You just accepted what couldn't be forced anymore. I was wrong to call you distant. You were simply protecting the last pieces of your soul. I was wrong to assume love was enough. Sometimes understanding is what truly keeps people together. I was wrong to think forgiveness comes quickly. Now I see how long it takes to rebuild what pain destroyed. I was wrong to read your patience as disinterest. It was maturity that I couldn't recognize back then. I was wrong to assume your silence meant goodbye. It was a test to see if I'd still listen without words. I was wrong to think I saw all of you. Now I know there are parts of you too sacred to reveal. I was wrong to think you didn't love me. You loved me quietly while I shouted for proof. I was wrong to think time would erase you. Instead, it made me understand you deeper. I was wrong to think I could replace you. No one else carries the same unspoken depth you do. I was wrong to believe love should always be easy. You showed me its beauty in the struggle. I was wrong to think I could judge your pain without feeling it. Now I carry it with me, too. I was wrong to take your distance personally. You were healing from wounds that had nothing to do with me. I was wrong to demand closure when you were still learning how to breathe again. I was wrong to think you didn't care when you stopped reaching out. You were just waiting for me to notice your silence. I was wrong to think you were over it. The way you avoided eye contact told me your heart still trembled. I was wrong to think you were cold. Now I see warmth buried beneath layers of pain you couldn't risk revealing. I was wrong to think you didn't cry. I just never saw the tears you wiped away before anyone could see. I was wrong to think your distance was pride. It was heartbreak wearing armor. I was wrong to think I understood love. You showed me how fragile and sacred it truly is. I was wrong to think you didn't fight for me. You just fought quietly, hoping I'd feel it without words. I was wrong to think you didn't care about promises. You just stopped making them when everyone else broke theirs. I was wrong to think I was the one hurting most. I didn't realize your silence was your scream. I was wrong to think you were okay. You just became skilled at pretending peace while bleeding inside. I was wrong to think you walked away too easily. Now I see how hard it was for you to stay strong while leaving. I was wrong to assume you didn't feel guilty. Your eyes have carried unspoken apologies ever since. I was wrong to think you were selfish. You were just tired of giving everything to people who never stayed. I was wrong to believe your calm meant indifference. It was the calm of someone who's already cried too much. I was wrong to think you didn't care about what we had. You just didn't know how to rebuild what was already cracked. I was wrong to think your silence meant peace. It was just exhaustion from explaining yourself over and over. I was wrong to think I knew you. I only knew the parts you allowed me to see, not the storms behind your smile. I was wrong to judge your stillness. It was your way of finding meaning when words failed you. I was wrong to believe I was the one who changed. Maybe you just grew in a way I didn't understand. I was wrong to see your departure as weakness. It was the bravest way to protect your soul. I was wrong to think you didn't love me. Now I realize you loved me enough to let me go. I was wrong to think love ends when people part. It continues in the quiet lessons that never leave us. I was wrong to think I could measure your love by your actions. Some loves exist only in silence. I was wrong to believe you forgot me. Your memory still lingers in every quiet thought I try to escape. I was wrong to think time would heal everything. It just taught me how deeply you were woven into my soul. I was wrong to think you didn't feel regret. The way you look away says everything words never could. I was wrong to think you found someone better. Maybe you just found someone who needed you differently. I was wrong to think closure came from words. It came from acceptance and tears I refused to shed. I was wrong to think your kindness was weakness. Now I see it was strength in its purest form. I was wrong to think I knew pain until I saw how you carried yours in silence. I was wrong to think you didn't care about the little things. Those were the memories you treasured most. I was wrong to think I lost you completely. You live quietly in my lessons, my reflections, my regrets. I was wrong to assume your calmness meant detachment. It was peace earned through storms I never saw. I was wrong to judge your silence before learning to sit in it. I was wrong to call you cold. You were just protecting the warmth no one deserved to touch again. I was wrong to think you were heartless. Now I see you were just heartbroken too many times. I was wrong to believe you stopped caring. Your goodbye was the kindest thing you could have done for both of us. I was wrong to think forgiveness meant weakness. It's the hardest form of strength I've ever known. I was wrong to think pain makes you cruel. It actually made you softer, wiser, quieter. I was wrong to judge you when I didn't even understand myself. I was wrong to think your silence meant nothing. Sometimes silence screams louder than anger ever could. I was wrong to assume your love was gone. It just changed its shape into something more spiritual. I was wrong to think endings erase love. They just turn it into wisdom. I was wrong to think I was right. Love doesn't care about who's right. It only craves peace. I was wrong to think I'd moved on. Memories still whisper your name when nights grow quiet. I was wrong to think you didn't value us. You just valued your peace a little more. I was wrong to think your detachment was carelessness. It was healing in progress. I was wrong to assume I was the only one hurting. Pain doesn't need to be loud to be real. I was wrong to think your goodbye was final. Love like ours never really ends. It just changes form. I was wrong to believe I'd forget you. Some souls are too deeply stitched into who we become.